I could tell you real relationships have nothing to do with a business card, have nothing to do with the product. The ability to connect with anyone, anytime, anywhere, with ease and confidence. And I just want you to know I'm willing and able and committed to helping you with your business.
If you have the opportunity to get him on your stage, he's going to bring a ton of value, ton of excitement. He understands the power of connections.
When he's on a stage, he's authentic, he's transparent, and he's real because he can't be anything other than that. It's who he is.
He knows how to communicate, so it's not just information, it becomes information that's acted upon, which leads to results. Or I'd bring him into my conference in a heartbeat.
How many of you have either kids under 12 or grandkids, or you know someone that has kids under 12? That's about everyone. Well, the secret to connecting with kids, this is a long study by Harvard. These are my little nieces, I have 4 of them. The secret is SpongeBob. I have found sometimes my nieces can be a little stingy when giving hugs when I go home, but if I bring SpongeBob gifts, I get more hugs per visit. How many of you, if you're honest with yourself, actually came because you heard it's sunny in San Diego, it's on the water, Mike's going to throw some great parties, and you got a couple days to get away from your boss? It sounds like a good excuse to get away. Yes? How many of you are not going to answer no matter what question I throw out because you're still hungover from last night? All right, so connecting is the ability to identify with people and relate to them to increase your influence with them. I found this thing. Typically, you'll have 10 to 15 seconds to create a first impression. And I know what you're thinking. This cat has about 10 to 15 seconds to convince these dogs he's a cool cat, otherwise he's going to be dinner. Back to the President of the United States. I knew I was going to be meeting him at a fundraiser, and 60 minutes beforehand I said, who do I know that could give me some insights about the President? More importantly, who did I know if I said, I have a connection and a friendship with that, it would register with the President of the United States. And I said, Mr. President, we have a mutual friend in Ken Cragen, and we started to engage in conversation. And just to give you a picture of this, there's a huge processional of people, Secret Service, one person at a time, everyone just taking photos, in and out, in and out. And so I knew I was only going to have a few seconds with him. But then I said, remember, you can connect with anyone if you have an idea of value. And I said, Mr. President, would you like to come to the recording of We Are the World? And would you like to play sax with some of the greatest recording artists of all time? And I knew 1 hour before, I said, Ken, can I? And I told Ken about the idea. He goes, I love the idea. I said, can I invite him? And that's how I connected with the President of the United States in rapid time. Is that cool or is that cool? Google owns pay-per-click advertising. I own pay-per-compliment. Now write this down. If you compliment 3 people every single day, no matter how bad your day is, you will feel better about yourself and you will change someone's life every single day. Would you guys agree? Would you do that while you're here? Okay. So just imagine this. While you're in the hallway, imagine if you see someone by themselves and you're in your little group connecting, why don't you just invite them into your group? Try this for kindness. Give your tip. Give waiters over breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Tip your waiters. See if you get better customer service. I see some noise. Maybe I'll go back up on stage. So, but in terms of kindness, just think about how can you connect someone that's in this room when you find out what's important to them. You know, sharing of ideas. It's all about a conference of kindness. Energy is everything. Have you guys been to some high-energy concerts over the years? I went to Lady Gaga and Taylor Swift last year, and most recently, 3 weeks ago, I went to a Tony Robbins concert, and what they all had in common, the energy was over the top. Imagine this. Imagine a standing ovation for the speaker before they start, and a standing ovation after they start. How cool would that be for the speaker? Now, the other thing, how many of you want to retain more information on what you learn here? Just by a show of hands. The reason I'm asking you a lot of questions is to engage, but the more energy you throw out to the speakers, you will remember more. And so would you guys be willing to play full out to make the speakers feel amazing at this conference by giving them full standing O before and after? It'll be an event that many of them they've never experienced ever. They do it at a rock concert, you might as well do it at a social media conference, right? I was even thinking maybe we could start the wave. Why should the sporting events have all the fun, right? Donald Trump, Oprah Winfrey, Richard Branson. What do you think their most valuable asset is? It's their relationships. Write this down. It's their GSD factor, their ability to get stuff done. When Oprah Winfrey tried to do the interview with Lance Armstrong, 60 Minutes wanted it, ABC wanted it, NBC wanted it. Guess who got the interview? Oprah Winfrey. She had lower ratings than all of them by a factor, but it was the biggest interview and the ratings for her fledgling network. You know how she did it? She cleared out the house in Hawaii. She used her relationship capital. She used her connection currency. She built trust with Lance Armstrong. That's how she got the interview. I met a young lady 5 years ago. I was at another event, and I was walking down the hallway. I didn't know her. I asked her what her name was. She said, Rashida Jolly. I said, Rashida, what do you do for a living? And she says, I'm a hip-hop harpist. And I know you're thinking, a hip-hop harpist? That's exactly what I was thinking. What the hell is that? So in the few minutes that we were walking the corridor, I said, you have a record contract? You have a manager, an entertainment lawyer? Do you want to? She said, yes. I connected her with my entertainment law firm. One thing led to another. A year later, she got on America's Got Talent, won a round or two. Someone named Lady Gaga happened to be watching that night, invited her to play invited her on tour to be her harpist, okay? And I got a chance to meet Donald Trump, and I asked him a question. And one of the interesting things, someone else also asked him, what would you do if you lost all your money? And Mr. Trump said, I'm going to be rich. That's all there is to it. Next question. In typical Trump fashion. And there was a light bulb that went off in my mind that day. And what it was is I have an ability, just like he has an ability, but my ability is of building relationships and connecting with people. And I said, shoot, I can go connect with anyone and build relationships with anyone. It's the same blocking and tackling. You can go build relationships by serving and giving back and helping others. And with RC, anyone know what that is? Relationship currency. Here's what relationship currency is. When Alex Mondosian called me 3 years ago and asked me if I could mail for Teleseminar Secrets, and I was driving on the highway in California, stuck in traffic, I pull off the road to email my list. That is relationship currency. So reach out, connect with someone that you care about today, and to summarize, be a value creator. The more you give, the more you receive. Create that connection currency. Care more, love more, share more, give more. And that will change your life. My name is Larry Benet. May you connect and grow rich. I'm here. I look forward to connecting with you. Thank you very much.